Now, if you don't know a lot of people who are stay-at-home moms, or maybe you don't know people who even understand, it can be lonely. Hey, if you're returning back, thank you for coming. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Tiffany. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So today I'm going to be talking about 5 things that I have learned since being a stay-at-home mom. Yes, I am a stay-at-home mom. Not only am I a stay-at-home mom, but I am a new stay-at-home mom. So I just wanted to go into detail about different things and different misconceptions that I had about being a stay-at-home mom and the things that I personally learned since actually becoming one. So let's get into it. And also, you will be seeing me look down and I'll be just looking at my points so I won't get sidetracked and start talking about all kinds of stuff. So hang in there with me. All right, so number 1, having a schedule or routine is necessary. So you would think, so before becoming a stay-at-home mom, I was ignorant. Yes, I'm saying that I was ignorant as not knowing. I didn't know a lot of things, and when you don't know a lot of things, you try to figure or you assume what you think it's going to be like without actually doing that thing or having that experience. So I thought that I would do what needed to be done like that, out on a whim. Just, this needs to be done. I need to wash clothes. I'm gonna wash the clothes. I need to do something with the kids. I need to do this activity with the kids. I'm gonna do this activity with the kids. I need to go run an errand. I'm gonna go run an errand. It's like, okay, how hard could it be? Yeah, having a routine or a schedule is necessary. Just like I had a routine of me going every day to work, and I had a schedule then. This would happen at this time while I was working at school. I would have a schedule then. I kid you not, now even more, I need a schedule. This is me speaking from personal experience. I need a schedule so that way I can actually get things done. Not saying that I won't get things done, but sometimes what would happen is I would have this thing in mind like, oh, I need to do this, oh, I need to do that. But I would get sidetracked, and because I would get sidetracked, I wouldn't do the things that needed to be done. And so at the end of the day, I'll be like, either I didn't really get anything done much at all, or I didn't get the things done that I needed to get done. So for me, having a schedule or routine is necessary, not just for me, but also for my kids as well, because I truly believe that kids thrive on structure. You don't have to have everything to a T, like, oh, this time that, this time, this second to the minute. No, I'm just saying having an outline, a typical outline, will definitely help everybody. It helps make my life easier, and it helps make my kids' life easier as well, because the more that they see that I'm under control, the more that they see, okay, that everything is okay. Because previously, before them being at home with me, they were at daycare. And I know that since they had a schedule being at daycare, I want to be able to go ahead and keep some type of consistency, even though they are at home with me. All right, number 2. Self-care is not an option. It's not an option. You should have self-care, especially everybody. First of all, everybody should have self-care. But in particular, women, in particular, moms. As moms, we tend to put everybody else before our own. We put everybody else's needs and wants before our own, and we tend to put ourselves on the back burner. I'm guilty of that. If you're guilty, let me know. But that's what I was used to doing, and occasionally, before becoming a stay-at-home mom, I would go out every now and then, just routine, maybe on the weekend or something like that. But I'm realizing even more since I'm at home most of the time, especially with the pandemic happening. I have a toddler, I have a school-age child, then I have a toddler, and then I also have a newborn. So I'm currently with 2 under 2, which is going to be a video in itself, but self-care is not an option. I need to take the time to pour into myself so that way I can pour into others. I cannot pour from an empty cup. I can't. I can't give to others what I'm not getting myself or what I'm not giving myself. So whether for me it looks like me reading a book, taking a long bath, as opposed to going in the shower and then hopping out because I know I have kids to go to. Just things like that, whether it's writing, whether it's drawing, and it may not be the same for you, but self-care is not an option. I need to have that time for myself so that way I can be better, not just for me, but for my household. Much better for my household, better for my kids, better for my husband. All right, number 3. Being a stay-at-home mom is not easy, contrary to popular belief. I have heard, I didn't think this at all, but I've heard that people think that stay-at-home moms just sit at home all day. They got a lot of time on their hands, just sit and watch TV, or they don't do much of anything. Nah. That can be further from the truth. It's not easy. It's not. You don't just, and me, once again, speaking from personal experience, I don't just sit around the house all day. I don't. I cook. I don't just sit around the house all day. I clean. Everything that I would do when I was working outside of the home, I do those same things, but then it's more. Because no longer am I sending my kids to daycare. My kids are with me all day. So I'm figuring out activities. I'm spending time with my kids all while cleaning, making sure everybody is fed, making sure that everything is moving like it's supposed to, because there are moving parts to any and everything. And me, I don't want my kids sitting in front of the TV all day. That's not me. Now they will sometimes. And most of the times it is something educational because I want everything to be intentional. I want there to be a purpose for everything. But most of the time what I do is try to do activities in my kids' room, whether it's reading a book. We love reading. We read around here. Or whether it's drawing, whether it's writing, doing puzzles, whatever it is, I try to get them busy. I try to keep them productive and occupied. And while they're being productive and occupied, I am as well, because I'm also a mompreneur. I also have my own business. If anything, the TV is watching me, because I'm not just sitting at home all day doing nothing. I'm working on things and just making sure that everything is getting done, because it really does need to get done. All right, so number 4, being a stay-at-home mom can be lonely. Now, if you don't know a lot of people who are stay-at-home moms, or maybe you don't know people who even understand, it can be lonely. For me personally, it really hasn't been, because I do know quite a few stay-at-home moms, and they have been extremely supportive throughout this journey thus far. But if you don't, please realize that there are other ways that you can reach out to people. You can find Facebook groups. You can find different communities and different online groups and things like that. You do not have to go through this journey alone, and you shouldn't. Especially when there's so many people out there that are going through what you're going through. Please be encouraged and know that you're not alone, regardless of what people may be thinking. Who cares? Regardless of what people may be saying, as long as you and your household are good, you continue to go ahead and do what you can as a stay-at-home mom. Because once again, it can be lonely, but it does not have to be lonely at all. All right, number 5, being flexible. So this may sound like it contradicts what I said at first about having a schedule and having a routine. And having a routine is necessary. It is. However, at the same time, everything will not go planned exactly the way you want it to. And that's okay. Being flexible is so necessary. For an example, say at 10 o'clock, me and my toddler and I are supposed to do an art activity. But this one particular day, instead of doing this art activity, what he does instead is take a nap. And it comes out of nowhere. For an example, say at 10 o'clock, my toddler is supposed to take a nap. Say at 10 o'clock, my toddler and I are supposed to do an art activity together. But instead of doing our activity at 10 o'clock, he ends up taking a nap. Instead of me freaking out, which is, I'm going to be honest, which is what I did in the beginning, I'm going to be calm about it. Because just because it doesn't get done right away at that time, it does not mean that it doesn't get done at all. Figure out another time to do it. Life goes on. Everything is not ruined at all. I used to freak out and everything like, oh, well, this didn't get done at this time, so because it didn't get done at that time, it won't get done. No, it does not have to be that way unless you make it that way. And being a stay-at-home mom, you want it to be as less stress as possible. You want it to be you don't want it to be more stressful than it needs to be. And adding stress on to yourself is not going to help anything at all. It won't help you. It won't help your children. It won't help your spouse. It won't help your family at all. So be flexible. If it doesn't turn out the way that you want it to, it is okay. So that's it. Those were my 5 things that I've learned since becoming a stay-at-home mom. Thank you for watching. Once again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.